Well, hello, good afternoon, welcome again. My name is Michael, and
My name is Keaton.
this is the Kia Boys podcast, and it's the PB5 episode. So, what better way to usher in the PB5 episode than with a special guest? So, who do we have here today? Who's our special guest today? Who's our special guest? I want to know. I gotta see him.
Hey, what's up, what's up? What's good, what's good?
Ooh,
It's
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out Clippers FC, shout out Clippers FC.
Clippers
You know,
FC, Clippers
yes,
FC.
sir. Yes, sir.
So we got Shiesty in the building.
Yes, sir.
And what better way than to start off a conversation with a Clippers fan than I had a little idea. So let's talk about some of the teams that are playing without their best player right now, arguably.
Yeah.
Uh, we got the Hornets, got the Hawks. Those are two squads. Then the Magic just controversially lost their best player to injury, Paulo
Yeah.
Banchero. Some people will call him the best player. And of course, we have the Clippers. So, I mean, what team do you think we should start with first? I don't know. I think we should start with the Clippers. Let Shiesty lead us off. Let us out.
Well, it's been a tough road, man. I came into the season very hyped. I feel like we've heightened our depth. We removed, I feel like, what was to our worst defender, but somehow we got worse defensively. I really don't even know where to point the blame. I'm just gonna start off with Kawhi. Kawhi, man, where do y'all rank Kawhi in the league? First of all,
I think in my top 25, I think I had him at 10, I think, or 10 or 11. One of the two.
is that one healthy?
That's when he's at his healthiest. I mean, I think that Kawhi, of course, when Kawhi's locked in, we're talking about two-way feet, of course, inside the arc scoring, driving. He could add a couple playmaking chops in there. He's bringing the ball up, of course, spearheading the point of attack on defense.
Yeah,
However, there's always gonna be that one thing where it's like, yo, how long is Kawhi? Like, can Kawhi buoy this offense on his own when a guy like James Harden is doing you know what at the end of games? I mean, I don't know if Key, did you catch that game when it was it was hot.
I intentionally rewatched it last night because it was two of the teams we were talking about. Vic Crazy was on a heater.
He was burning up the Clippers, and I think I'm gotta put the clip in here somewhere. But James Harden took arguably the worst shot I've ever seen.
trash.
Honestly, two of them.
Two, mm, okay, I think the shot before Risa Shea got fouled was ridiculous.
Dunn and Batum in pursuit ahead to Risa Shea. Taken away by Jones. No timeouts. The shot clock is dark. Harden.
Yeah,
I could not imagine any player doing that. But that's the conversation. So Key, where do you have Kawhi ranked?
one healthy.
Probably like a step below you, around like 13 to 15, I think.
One healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like 2% of the time. Okay. So essentially, okay. The thing with Kawhi is, I'm all about what you give me, right? If you aren't going to give me, if you aren't going to give me top three player in the world production, then you cannot be injured 80% of the time. Like, Kawhi is injured every single time. Like, just for this instance, Kawhi, he had an ankle sprain. He's been out for, I think it's been north of like,
It's like
It's
six
been a week.
games.
It's been about a week. So
yeah, it's been about a week. And Kawhi reminds me of like I remember one time, it was like a couple years ago, I sprained my ankle, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I amplified it because I wanted a prize out of spraining my ankle. That's what it feels like. It's like Kawhi gets paid to miss games. Like, I remember I sprained my ankle, I recovered in 2 days, and I got this entire cast, right? And I was just walking around, even though I knew I didn't need this shit, right? Kawhi walks around in this like every single day, and it's like, Kawhi, like, he plays elite, he plays good, and then he's giving you 25 points, he's giving you 50, 40, 90, he's giving you stocks, and then out of nowhere, it's just like that. Like, his leg goes into pieces. It's always his leg, and it's always on the same side of the leg. I don't know if he works out on that leg. I don't know if he does squats. It just breaks. It breaks into pieces. I don't know what to say about him. Like, why do you think Kawhi gets injured so much?
Well, I actually did see a very interesting tweet just yesterday, I believe. It was talking about like how players with a more cerebral game and having a more high IQ
I know what you're talking
mindset,
about.
they players with a higher IQ skill set have more injuries since it's more baseline muscle tension or something like that. So I'm thinking maybe Kawhi, maybe players like Kawhi are just too smart for their own good. They think about too many things. So he's thinking so many steps ahead that it's stressing out his body. And he's just getting hurt. That could be the reason. I saw it.
I'm not giving him that. I'm not giving him that.
I was like Chris Paul, Luka. I think that's probably why some of the other point guards just be going down. Jalen Brunson, his ankle
Yeah.
is exploding every now and then. It might just be that, or no, Kawhi might not want to be in LA anymore. That's a good trade rumor. I might have to talk about that. Save, stash that. Keep that in the back of your mind later in the episode. Some trade rumors, some rumblings around the league, some other guys from the teams that we're going to talk about today. The Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo could be gone. The Orlando Magic. I mean, we're solid right now, but we might need to get another piece.
Nah, I gotta get a lot of pieces. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Wait, ain't y'all
Tyus
3-8?
Jones? No, we're 3-8. I'm not gonna lie, but at least we don't have Tyus Jones. Like that dude, he can't defend, he can't shoot. He's the same height as me. I mean, I don't know, bro.
What does he do? What?
Also about Kawhi, he sprained his foot too because he sprained his ankle. Like he got a double injury. It triggered his foot to get sprained, which is just crazy.
And that's another thing. On any other franchise like Paulo, I think Paulo just got like a
Left groin strain.
left groin strain. The news report is out immediately. Like you don't need to wait for anything. For Kawhi, it's like, oh, he stubbed his toe, but like he tore his ACL like 2 days after that. Can we get the full report? Like, bro, I promise you're not gonna win a game with the team thinking Kawhi is gonna play versus he's not. Like the game plan isn't going to significantly change. So it's like this whole thing is like a riddle that the entire organization is on, to be honest.
So you saw the Clippers were worse without Kawhi, less isolation. But a team like the Hawks without Trae Young, they just went out, they blew out a couple teams back to back, smoked the Kings, left the Jazz. And of course, people are gonna say those are two bad teams, but they're looking really good. So you guys think that teams like that should start trying to sell high trend? You saw Nico Harrison. Time will tell. He's so high on Luka. Anybody else should be selling high on their stars, selling high on their middle-aged stars? Or is that something that shouldn't happen anymore?
I mean, I think it's a conversation, and I think the Hawks are particularly in a good position to do it because of the draft pick they'll likely get. Like, whether you think the Pels get, like, the 3rd pick, the 5th pick, the 7th pick, I feel like Trey is someone you can definitely sell high on because they have that leverage. They're 6-2 without him, and the offense is 3 points better with Trey on, and that's expected. The defense is like, it's like a 20-point difference. It's 106 to 124, and that's just a given because when you have Trey Young at point of attack as opposed to Keaton Wallace or like Nikhil Alexander-Walker, that's just a big difference. So my take would be selling high on Trey Young wouldn't be the worst decision, but that's just me.
Shice, do you think that the Hawks is still high on Trae Young, or do you think that they should just try and build with this core, go to the draft, live life? What do you think? What do you think is the ideal situation for a team like that with Trae Young in kind of in limbo right now, where they look better without him? You know that they can be great with him if the guys continue to play.
I mean, yeah, I'd trade him. I would have traded him 2 seasons ago, to be honest. I would have traded him 2 seasons ago. And honestly, because it's like, bro, you have to look at your ceiling. Well, first of all, he's a small playmaking guard, so it already, like, cooks the ceiling. But when, just off the fact that he doesn't play defense, I mean, I feel like he should have been gone. More so with people like Kawhi, Trae Young, who else? Sabonis. All those like 3 heads of their franchises, they should be gone. Like, I'm Nico Harrison FC. Like, if you want to trade your star player, make a move. I was getting cooked on Twitter earlier because I said he got scapegoated because when Nico Harrison made that trade, obviously the GMs knew what they were getting, and for them to not even wait for those players to be healthy when you knew you were trading for injury-prone players, you might as well just see the ceiling that they could have reached. So yeah, I mean, I'd trade Trae Young.
I mean, me personally, that's a tough decision because at the end of the day, Trae Young could make Jalen Johnson look like something that Jalen Johnson has the potential to be, of course, on his own. But Trae Young be out there, you can make Jalen Johnson look like LeBron a little bit. Jalen Johnson coming down the lane, picking and roll a little, making him look like Giannis, of course. That's neither here nor there. Jalen Johnson could be an initiator by himself, but there really isn't a place for Trae Young. Is the last of a dying breed. Non-defense, non-inside the arc scoring guards. It could be over for that archetype. I mean, Tyus Jones.
You'll always mention Tyus Jones, bro.
I can't. Tyus Jones, drove that ship off the waterfall.
This dude always mentions Tyus Jones, bro.
You really said Trae Young and Tyus Jones in the same breath, bro.
I just thought about like, wow, this dude Tyus Jones is really like, wait, I weigh more than Tyus Jones. I'm bigger body than Tyus. I'm stronger than him. Cool, but that's once again, that's not even that has nothing to do with the conversation. I mean, we could segue into another topic. So
Wait, I need to say one thing. Could you imagine if Harden got to be paired with Jalen Johnson instead of Kawhi? Low-key. Dude, I was thinking about it today. If he had Jalen Johnson, who can actually either make plays out of the short roll, who's a better lob threat than Kawhi, and like still can pop if he needs to, like Kawhi, oh my God, they'd be so good.
They'd be ridiculously good. But then you gotta remember, Harden's gonna be Harden. Like, it's almost like letting Russ be Russ, but Harden is like what Russ is to layups, Harden is to three. Like, Harden will watch everybody else standing still, he'd be like, wait, I can take a step back three.
Y'all waiting for me to shoot?
Like he's just gonna stand there and walk around. Oh, wait, I'm off ball? I'm gonna just look at the game. I'll get in the crowd. I'll sit down on the bench, watch the game from the crowd. It's cool.
Manya, I do want to say this Harden run is so fake. Like, it's the fakest run I've ever seen. Like, I think he's averaging career highs in like everything. And like I was watching like the game earlier, and like there's nothing has changed in this game. He's simply just making shots. Like, I mean, we all know like for the past 4 seasons, like Harden has 2 moves. Like he's gonna slowly walk down a defender, step back 3. Where he's gonna drive, and then that little alley-oop or floater option. Yeah. Like, his game hasn't changed at all. So because I've been seeing a lot of people saying like, oh, Harden's like a top 5 point guard again, top 3 point guard again. I don't agree. I think that ship is gonna sail in like 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. Over the last 5, he's like 25 points, shooting 40% from 3.
Yeah.
And that is kind of funny to me though that Paul George really was holding that team back a little bit. Like, Paul George is having Harden scoring 11 and 11, some disgusting bad stat lines, and then now has he played yet this season?
Paul George, no, he hasn't played yet.
No,
he's an underrated criminal. I'm not him. Who's the guy that dude that we signed for $7 million for 1 year? The Magic.
I'm done with this guy.
Those are underrated criminals in the NBA. The NBA is a very good money laundering business. I'm not gonna lie. But as we segue into another topic, I was just talking about I was talking to somebody on Twitter, and he gave me the idea to talk about some of the most and least impactful archetypes in the NBA today. And which archetype would you build your team around if you were a GM and you were starting off? Let's say you're Nico Harrison, you're starting off expansion franchise, and you had these 3 options, right? Would you rather a big man who can't shoot threes, doesn't defend at the rim, but outside of that his offense is elite, best in the world, or a guard who's small, plays defense and shoots a lot of threes, but he does not play make like that, he doesn't play make at any type of high level, or you get a do-it-all wing who's never gonna do anything at an elite level? Like, which of those 3 archetypes do you think you would start your team around?
So, are you saying one of the 3 archetypes has to be the best player, or that's just like the first piece? Best player. One of those 3 archetypes has
to be your best player, like your guy. Think of it like a
Vucevic,
Vucevic, Sabonis, then you got like a Scottie Pippen light type of player.
Wouldn't it need to be like, wait, oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Scottie Pippen Jr. for the guard.
No,
I was like, wouldn't that be Scottie Pippen Jr. mega, bro, not light?
no. Scottie Pippen light.
Okay.
And then the last one is
You said they
It's like-
shoot threes, small guard, but plays defense.
yeah, please. So like, imagine if Jalen Brunson played D, essentially. Doesn't play me like that. Plays defense, shoots threes, scores the ball, something like that. See, I
So
got
rank the
like,
best or the worst?
Which archetype you could say whatever you want about the archetypes. You could say which one would you want to build your franchise around, or which one would you just leave out of it entirely. I think that there's a clear best in today's NBA, but some other people think otherwise.
I have my ranking, I think.
Okay.
I think I'd go the guard, the wing, the big. Yeah, the guard is like I do have questions because, like you said, like I know you're anti-small guard, and I'd say I'm also anti-small guard, but a lot of that's because the small guards don't play D. So if you're saying there'll be like a neutral or minus .5 like DBPM or whatever, like defense, then maybe them, only because I think the do-it-all wings have a capped ceiling offensively. Like I think it's really hard to be like a top 5 like pure wing offensive player in the league because there's so many great like wing stopper defenders. I think there's a lot of really good wing defenders in the league, and normally if you're a do-it-all wing, you come with like some athleticism concerns, whether that's like bend or burst or vertical, like something like that. Even thinking about like Paulo. So yeah, I think wings are the piece that's really important to have as like your second or third best players, like role players, like a Jalen Williams, like that's perfect. But best player, I think they're second for me.
I think I would go. Not gonna lie, I think that the no defense big, even though it handicaps the hell out of your defense.
Don't say it.
No way. This is like not like you. This is actually not like you.
Hear me out, because right, I was thinking about it and I was like, dang, because you made some good points, and I was like, dang, if J-Dub was my number one option, I'd be like, fuck, like
Yeah, for sure.
we're fried. I mean, I'll watch us win 52 games, and then I'm gonna watch him get locked down. So think about it. If you get you a rim protecting four and a guard who plays a little bit of defense, I mean, you could live with the no defense big. It's tough. It's tough. I asked myself this question because I was like, people really think that Jokic is making the Nuggets. Like, the Nuggets have to play D when Jokic is on the floor, and that just made me think. But I think I'm going to go with building my team around the no defense big. I can't lie. I'm not even trying to be conservative.
Damn. That's crazy.
Wait, Shiesty, what do you think, man?
Nah, no, cause yeah, I think the big is definitely the worst option, cause it's like I don't know, it's like when you don't have a big, cause again, in like the Jokic situation, Jokic literally has a perfect situation around him. They have a Jokic clone on the bench, right? And then they surrounded him with like a bunch of Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, Jamal Murray, and all these guys who aren't necessarily great individually defensively, but together as a cohesive unit, they play defense. And it's like, if you can't create that team, then your team is most likely going to be trash. It's going to end up like the Kings, because the Kings, like, you got to tell the Kings no. The Kings think DeMar DeRozan is Cam Johnson. They think Russ is Aaron Gordon. That they are the perfect example of when you do not listen to the rules on how to play around an offensively minded center that doesn't play defense. So it's like, that's got to be the worst. The guard is probably the best, obviously. I mean, you chose the big over the wing. I'll live with the J-Dub. I'm not gonna lie. I'll live with the J-Dub.
I can't win a ring with J-Dub, man. I can't do it.
But I feel like if you wait, you said all around wing, right?
Like a do it all wing, but nothing. Like, he's never gonna give you like an elite at anything type of ceiling. You're gonna be living life. He's gonna lead you to the playoffs. He's gonna take you to the dance, and when it's time to actually get on the dance floor, you're gonna say, "I forgot my dancing shoes."
I mean, so you're saying like a 22 5-5, 2 steals versus a 19-8-6 that gives up 40.
Give me 10 rebounds. Give me a double double. Give me a double double.
Okay. You can get a double double. You can get a double double. But on the end, you're giving a 40. I can't. Like, my big needs to be able to just block a shot. Like, really just play defense.
Yeah, Michael, you're the big man needs to do big man things type of guy.
Yeah, I'm that type of guy, but this dude, bro, I'm telling you,
Jokic has changed you? Or not even Jokic, because Jokic shoots threes and is like all time.
I was trying to live in the eyes of the guy arguing with yesterday. He was genuinely telling me, he was like, yo, Jokic gets 2 steals a game. He's preventing enough buckets to counteract how much buckets gets dropped on his head. And I was like, yo, like, how can you think like this? How can you digest a basketball game in this way?
Wait, I have a question.
Yo, what's
Okay. Obviously, we actually just watched the Nuggets game together. I watched it with you.
Yeah.
We saw Zubac. He got, you know what, I can't even say it. He got, you know what, on national television, right? I think 50 ball, right? I think Jokic, wait, was he like 8 for 10 when got by him? 8 for 10?
7 for 10. 7
Yeah.
for 10.
7 for 10. So Zubac on that night, really the whole season because he's been trash defensively. But Zubac on that night with Sabonis playmaking, you'll take that player over J-Dub to lead your franchise. Think about it.
Oh, see, cause right, you're saying to leave my franchise, cause I can't build cause that Zubac player, I could try and scrape a offensive guard, and then try and just like get a bunch of Peyton Watsons. But at the end of the day, my ceiling's gonna be trash. So I'm not gonna lie, I think the guard might be the best, cause at least you can find yourself a defensive big. You can find yourself a Nick Claxton on the street or something. I mean, Jokic is a lucky dude. He's a lucky. If the Magic didn't trade away Aaron Gordon, you'd be in the depths right now. You'd be in the deep water. You'd be 6th seed every year, doing who knows what.
I mean, he would have been home. He had a game winner.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they lose the series.
The guards are definitely the easiest to build around, for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Guard is easy to build around, but then you end up in those situations where you know what you saw a couple nights ago when Steph went against OKC, and I actually felt warm watching him play. Cause I was like he's in hell, and I felt like I was like he was getting clamped up, no in between, somebody coming over the screen. I was like, whoa, like he's in jail.
Wait, but I do remember you were talking about Curry's what did you say? That term you used. I'm trying to remember. It was like unconventional scoring. That ability is so valuable when there's not like a set.
The idea I was trying to convey was that like since Curry can score from anywhere inside of like 28 feet, technically he has infinite value because like even though he's on the ball or off the ball, technically he's still gonna score at the same level since he can shoot from inside of 28 feet. However, Alex Caruso could lock him up for anywhere inside of 28 feet, so it really doesn't matter. I thought that Curry was better than that, but unfortunately, I put my trust in the wrong person. Now, there is somebody who might get to that level of on-ball, off-ball efficiency in the NBA right now, and that's Ant, but I need to see him add some more cutting and finishing off the ball to his game, and then he might be that theoretical player with infinite value, unironically. In my opinion, man, oh man. So I do have another question. So with everybody's team, Key and I, we have the Magic. Shiesty, you got the Clippers. So what's the one team you guys want to see come April, come May, come playoffs? What's the team that's looking like that squad that you just know, I'm gonna whoop on them, I'm gonna beat them?
Let me pull up these standings.
I don't want to be Mr. Recency bias, but I think I want to see the Knicks. I want the Magic to walk into the Knicks house. I think we could beat them in 6.
The Knicks. Yeah, I'm not really high on Cat. Man, I think the Magic would beat. Well, I thought the Magic would beat a lot of teams. I didn't think Desmond Bain would be this bad. I did think they'll know he was gonna be bad, but I didn't think he'd be this bad. I mean, the East is really weak, to be honest, though.
The East is pretty weak, and it's just the concept that unfortunately 2 of the East top 5 best players did get injured, ruptured their Achilles.
Yeah.
So that kind of like cooked the entire conference competitiveness. And then when you look in the West, it's like the West has a top 20 contender / candidate on every team. Every single team in the West has a guy who you could say, yo, he's top 20. And the East does not have that right now. So it's looking pretty bleak for that conference. I think that the team that comes out the East this year, I want to say the Cavs, but I can't even say that. I can't be confident in the Cavs.
Cavs are not a good team, man.
I mean, this is Orlando's year to take something, but I don't know.
I mean, you already know me. I was Orlando before the season, but I think Orlando, Miami Heat. I mean, and I guess you just have to put the Cavs. That's like a mandated thing. The Pistons are at the top of the East right now. That's bullshit. I don't think. I mean, like, they play good defense, but I don't think a team like that could make it all the way. So yeah, I'll say the Heat, Magic, Cavs will probably be my top 3.
Okay, that sounds like a good. That's a solid top 3. Wait, Key, who do you want to play in the playoffs? Round 1.
I think we'd smoke Toronto.
Toronto.
Because what positive matchup is Toronto generating against us? Like, what offense, realistically, is Toronto getting on us? If you put Franz on BI and everyone else matches up like how you would expect, genuinely, what do they get on us? Besides, maybe RJ Barrett drives on Desmond Bain, bro.
Bro, I'm putting slugs on RJ and Desmond Bain better be able to play defense. If he's not playing defense in the playoffs, I'm not gonna lie, cut him. I'm good. I'm cool, bro. I'm starting Tristan Da Silva. Yes, we're gonna do that. Everybody's 6'5" gimmick.
Small ball, or not small ball, like big ball, but Paolo at the 5.
Yeah, big. Well, Paolo the 5 is another gimmick that I'm trying out. I don't know if it's good or not. It feels like a good gimmick because he gets a block a game, but Wendell Carter, I think I saw a graph where like Wendell Carter was second.
He's
only
hooping, bro.
Defensive field goal allowed, so I don't know. But as long as we run a 9-man rotation, can Jace play in the playoffs?
He can guard Jamal Shed, so there we go.
Nah, that's gonna get spooky if Jace gets in the game. Damn, we have some bums on the end of that bench. Golga, Jonathan Isaac, Chet Howard, he who will not be named.
If y'all don't want Gogo out, we'll take him.
Bro, you got him, bro.
We'll trade Gogo. What will we trade Gogo for within the Clippers?
Yannick Koenig. Worst draft pick of all time, by the way.
You guys took Wilson over Ryan Cockburn. That was crazy. That was, on draft night, that was crazy.
That was actually crazy.
The Clippers stopped developing talent. Like, we don't develop talent anymore. Like, after Shea, like, we just retired from developing talent.
Everyone's just 38 and older on that fucking team, dude.
I mean, we're ready to, like, go on vacation. Wait, you asked me who do we want to see in the playoffs?
Yes, I asked that.
They gotta make
it. I'm not gonna lie, I have been looking at Hawaii. Honolulu's a good place too. Hey, I'm trying to book my flight like early, man. I got like my massage. Hold on, let me get this real quick. Hey, we're going to Hawaii, man. We got the travel neck pillow. I haven't been to Florida though, so I don't know. I mean,
and no draft pick too. Oh,
we're not going to. Hey, who I want to see in the playoffs? Hey, I want to see the Thunder win a ring so Tyronn Lue can get fired, Lawrence Frank gets fired. Steve Ballmer, I like Steve Ballmer. Steve Ballmer makes big money plays, so like I'm not too low on Steve Ballmer, but everyone else could go. That's what I want to see.
Illegal big money plays.
Hey.
Not gonna lie. That Steve Ballmer building the wall may be one of the. If the Clippers were like a 1 seed home fortress type of squad,
he'll be praised.
That should be tough.
Imagine going to like a stadium and you're shooting 65% of the line guaranteed. Like you're locked in 65% of the line. Like you can't hit free throws. Everybody's yelling at you. Kawhi's locking you up. Instead, dang, like, well, I guess
That's what I told you though, right? I remember back then I was like, bro, it's gonna be a Bucks Clippers finals, and we're just gonna we're gonna terminate Giannis's mental health, bro. Like Giannis is gonna be at the line, and the wall is just gonna shut him down. Kawhi is gonna average 30. Zubac's gonna take home a Finals MVP from like slowing down Giannis, and then everything just went to dust. Like life comes at you fast, man. Like it really does.
it does.
Like,
I mean,
it does.
Zubac decided to get on the TB12 diet. He lost about 20 pounds.
He lost 20 pounds. All of a sudden, he can't guard Jokic anymore. We literally just saw him guard Jokic last playoffs, and Jokic didn't get close to 50 of anything, but now all of a sudden he wants to drop 50.
Yeah, he's like his like rim contest is like 5% worse this year,
It's bad.
and the offense is a lot worse too.
And mind you, in his career, I think before this game, Jokic when guarded by Zubac, it was like 45%. So he's historically a good Jokic defender, and like I was literally telling Michael, I was like, bro, if Zubac doesn't drop 20 and 10 this game and hold Jokic under 40, I will say he's washed.
He looked washed. Well,
He looked
it's
bad.
not really Zubac's fault. At the end of the day, if Harden's not running the pick and roll with you, and you're a non-shooting big, you're kind of stuck. Like,
Why'd they stop that?
Okay, let me tell you the philosophy of Tyronn Lue, right? Tyronn Lue would run the pick and roll to start the game, but as soon as we go down higher than 8 points, in Tyronn Lue's mind, he believes that playing the 3 is more valuable than getting high percentage 2s. So he will sit Zubac in the dunker spot, and he would just have Harden isolate, and Harden only has 2 moves, so that's not really good. At least that's good.
We're back. So a little technical difficulty, I don't know. That was crazy. But where were we? Where were we before we cut out?
Zubac and Harden.
Zubac and Hart. Oh yeah, the pick and roll, lack of pick and roll, and Clippers clipping the pick and roll. I don't know what to call it. There's a lot of offensive woes from a lot of teams. A lot of teams are trying to, do some weird narratives. They're trying to do some weird stuff with the pick and roll, with sending screens. The Heat, they went screenless. And I think the Jazz are doing like a pick every 2 possessions or something. I think like every 60% of the possessions are all pick and rolls. So or a screen is being set. So what do you guys think is the most effective and meaningful way to create offense in the NBA right now? Do you think that we should go big man centric? Do you think that's the future? Or is it going to be a lot of guard heavy play, even though the guards may not be as talented as the bigs of the future?
I mean, it's like a cop-out answer, but it's all like personnel dependent. Like a non-cop-out answer, I would take like a mediocre pick and roll between, like a solid guard and big man that over like a hub who's like not supposed to be a hub, I guess. But if you're able to run offense through a big man like Jokic, or like hopefully like Klingon gets to that position at some point, because they clearly like want to try that at least, then I think that is really useful just because of how it bends defenses. I feel like running pick and roll is still definitely king for sure.
I don't know. I see a lot of teams that do primarily pick and roll are starting to look a little bit more garbage on offense, and 5 outs dead too. So I don't know what's the move. I think we're just gonna be a drive and kick league for the next 2 to 3 years. Let Giannis win an MVP.
Drive and kick.
I think that's the move. I do think. You guys think that the MVP is still Jokic right now, or is it Giannis?
She said still Jokic?
I mean, he won it. He won 3 of them. So, and right now on Basketball Reference, he has a 92% chance of winning MVP. So,
Damn.
I'll say still
Wow.
Jokic, even though that's not my MVP. Never will be my MVP.
Nah, I'm still a 1B guy. A lot of people hopped off the train after that game he got exposed versus the Suns. I did watch a breakdown on that. That was pretty
So
good.
that was crazy.
And then he got locked down again after that game. And then I think he's gotten back on track. Yeah, I'll say he's the MVP. I feel like he's given the most value to his team relative to team talent. He's the best defender in the NBA. Giannis would be my one, but I think he's missed like 3 games in a row, so he's kind of dropped off to 2. Obviously, Jokic is 3. Yeah, he can't be my MVP. He just doesn't play defense.
Yeah, Wemby still 1 is crazy. I feel like he's definitely had a little bit of a drop off.
Nah,
drop off, but it's like, dang.
he played a good defensive team. The Suns are a good defensive team.
Well, and the Warriors, like Draymond low-key figured him out.
Yeah.
Besides some threes in the fourth, but that's just Draymond.
I'm good. Like Draymond is the perfect gimmick defender, bro. Like all the stuff he does is almost intangible. Cause like he's a good help defender, but he's not vertical, and he's a good on-ball defender, but he's not laterally quick like that. And his thing is almost entirely relying on IQ. Draymond on defense is almost like LeBron on offense. Like it's a lot of stuff that happens on the mental side of the game that makes you think like, wow, like he's doing some smart stuff, but in reality, it's just almost all reputation. But I still respect him because he's a 6'5" big man. So I always respect Draymond until the day he dies.
I feel like I remember you talking about this, and you were on the other side. But you're lucky I don't remember. No, we had a Draymond defense conversation, and I was like, bro, Draymond's a 6'5" center who isn't vertical, and
I think I was just spectating that.
Okay.
I think
Maybe
he
you're
was talking to
spectating.
somebody else, and I was
Okay.
spectating. I was like, damn, I don't know which is which, what's up or down. I still think that the reason why Wemby could be at that number 1 in MVP is simply because you gotta understand he's the best defender in the league, and he gives you 25 points a game. Like that.
I think the night to night impact is obviously there because of how good he is on defense.
Yeah.
But really, if you think about it, like Jokic and Giannis, whatever you want to say, are giving you like either best in the world or top 2, top 3, whatever you want. However you want to put Shea in there too, like offensive impact night in, night out. So I don't know. Like obviously Jokic on defense is worse than Wemby on offense. I don't know. I feel like offensive impact is just more like tangible and like visual night in, night out when you watch, I guess.
I could definitely agree with that take that offense is more recognized and more seen. But at the end of the day, you just gotta live with the fact that Wemby is Rudy Gobert-esque defense on his worst night. On his absolute floor, Wemby is Rudy Gobert type of rim deterrence. Nobody wants to go up on him. He could switch out. He could go out guard to guard. And then even on his worst night, he still has 3-point gravity. And he's still 7'3", can dunk from anywhere inside the restricted area. So it's always something that I will always factor in terms of value. However, on a night-to-night basis, when he is technically quote-unquote off, he can look pretty bad because he gets to the mid-range, he's missing his mid-ranges.
Yep.
He'll have a night where he'll have a bad Paulo night on offense. And it's like, okay. I could see why some people don't like him. But he's personally my arguable number 2 in my MVP, right behind Giannis.
And another thing I was gonna say about Jokic is well, the Nuggets try to hide Jokic, and I guess it technically works because they win. But I would say Jokic is the MVP if teams weren't going at him 20 times a game. Jokic is in every action, and they try to hide him, and he still has to defend 20 field goals, and Wemby's defending the same amount of field goals, and the field goal difference percentage of when they're both contested shot, it's like a complete flip. So it's I can't ignore that value difference that Wemby gives at that edge, because it's Jokic is if he was a mid defender that doesn't get attacked 20 times, it's okay, I'll say he's the MVP. But that's just not the case.
Do you Michael in particular, because you have Giannis 2 spots above Jokic? What's your Giannis argument over Jokic if we were to say end of season, say Jokic is the slightly better offensive player, And like obviously Giannis's defense has gotten so much worse, and he's not a crazy defender like he used to be. Like, what's your argument there?
My argument is still that possession to possession, Giannis can wake up on defense at any given possession. Because I think I remember telling this to Shiesty once. I think I remember it. It's like Giannis has that LeBron type of defensive playmaking where it's like, okay, I'm going to be garbage for 35 minutes, and then for the fourth quarter, I'm going to get like 2 blocks. Like 2 high momentum game changing blocks, right? And possession, Giannis can give you that type of value, and then he's gonna match Jokic stride for stride on offense because there's less players in the NBA who can wall up and stop Giannis on offense than there are guys who can go chest to chest with Jokic. Well, in theory, because Zubac died, so I guess one guy is gone. But you still have like the Wembys of the world, who I think are much more suited to guard Jokic than they are to guard Giannis, which will mess a team up in the playoffs. However, there's always going to be those series where Giannis is getting stonewalled by Pascal Siakam, whereas that does not happen with Jokic at all. Because Jokic is going to go at whoever's chest and have like league average efficiency and of course be the best playmaker in the world. So that's always going to be a thing, but I just think that Giannis has possession to possession impact that outweighs what Jokic brings to the table. In my opinion.
I mean, you already know what I think about Giannis on defense. Giannis is a gimmick defender. Like, Giannis is a gimmick defender. Like, he's 6'11". He's like probably like 1% body fat. He has like a long ass wingspan. Like, if you have to build a defender in the lab, poof, like Giannis just pops up, right? And then it's like, okay, you get into the game, and it's like, okay, if you have a defender like that, you'd think that he'd guard 1 through 5, but he doesn't guard 1 through 5. He just sometimes guards 1 through 5, and when he guards 1, he gets cooked. Like Halliburton gamed him last playoffs, right? When he guards 1, he gets cooked. When he guards 3, Giannis can't guard, or he couldn't guard KD. In the Nets series, we saw that he could not guard KD. And then he gets to like guard the 5, and it's like every 20 minutes he's gonna give you like an electrifying block that's gonna change the course of the game. But like I said, like 3 days ago when they were facing the Rockets, some plays like that happen when he's guarding Sengun at the 3-point line, and like he's chasing him around like some type of Flintstone. He doesn't get the steal, and then Sengun gets the dagger, and it's like, it's such a gimmick. Like, he can guard 1 through 5, but he never actually effectively guards 1 through 5. Like, he's not a consistent defender as opposed to like a Wemby. So I will always have Jokic above him for that reasoning, and because of the fact that I think Giannis' free throw issues are a genuine problem.
For sure.
Even against the Pacers, I think they lost the game by like 1, and he missed like 5 free throws. So he left the 1 on the board. So I'm personally always have Jokic over Giannis.
That's a reasonable take. You know, that's the woke media telling you driving doesn't matter. Giannis is just such a funny player because, as you said, yes, he's the type of guy where it looks like you built the perfect defender. An agile 7-footer with long arms, semi-quick feet. He could reach, and he's a strong upper body. He's not prone to getting injured. Has good balance, all that good stuff. And then when you watch it in practice, you just gotta laugh because Sengun had him reaching. I honestly think that he wanted to go home. I think Giannis, it was the end of the game. I think they were down like 3 or 5. And Giannis like, yo, we can't win this game. I want to go home. Just put us away, Sengun. I want to see my kids. And that was, I respect the way he did. He wanted to go home. So it was cool. But
did you watch that game, Key?
Which one?
The Bucks Rockets, where Giannis was going for a steal, I guess, at the end of the game.
The one recently?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I may have like seen towards the end, or maybe watched like the recap, but I didn't watch it live.
Hey,
Like
that's good for you,
Sengun
bro.
did something that not even Sengun. Giannis did something illegal. He went and tried to place defense on Sengun and the hash, which was already a gimmick. That was dumb.
Gimmick, straight gimmick.
And then the rest of the game just went. The rest of that possession just went terribly. But
Dude,
we gotta put a magic section in the podcast, man.
wait, hold up. Low key, bro. I don't even want to do this. Like, at the end of the day, I'd rather watch the games than just read numbers. But I feel like we're selling Jokic short, dude. Like, every year, people say he can't produce more or, like, be better than he already has. Some of these are insane. He's 80% on twos, 42% from three, 9 rim assists a game on less on-ball percentage than Giannis, plus 24 creation true shooting. He's 68% in the short mid-range. This is the best touch we've ever seen. It's actually nuts.
I don't believe. No, those are all fake.
No, like look it up. Look at how much green you see. Look at how many things you see that say 100th percentile.
I go on NBA RPM, and I think, hot take, Jokic is filling in these stats himself. And okay, it's cool when you like have people working there for you, but what do you mean shooting 79 true shooting? I mean 77 true shooting. What does plus 19 mean? Like,
He's just the GOAT.
What is that? Why should I take that serious?
It's crazy, bro.
Nobody should ever take it.
I feel like people would have been talking about him like more, but he ran like a gimmick in like the first 5 games of the season.
Yeah, he was coasting. He was coasting for sure.
Yeah, like if he just started off this season like on the start, well, you can't face Zubac every week, but if he just started this season like on that type of timing, like I feel like people would have been like, "Yo, you gotta look at what Jokic is doing."
Yeah,
It's actually a fake chart. Oh my god.
it's really been like almost like 2 starts to the season for Jokic, because that first week I was ready to run laps. I was like, "Yo, Jokic is washed. He can't score anymore. All he does is pass and get shitty triple doubles."
Yeah,
That's him. Then he just proved me wrong. Started dropping 30 points every night. So you gotta live with that. That's what
Actually, the best touch we've ever seen. Oh my gosh, 68% short mid range.
video. So got a guest up here. Let's fire off some rapid fire hot takes before the end of the episode. What's a take that you just want people to hear? What do you want people to know about your ideology on basketball? What do you want people to know is true about the NBA going into the rest of the season?
Well, I think I already told you this. I'll say playmaking is probably the most narrative-driven skill on the basketball court. I think playmaking is a narrative-driven skill, and I say that because obviously in the newer age NBA, it's turned into a kicking out system, and people judging playmaking has turned into how good can your teammates finish shot. Like no one looks at potential assists anymore. No one looks at those type of stats or bad pass turnovers. They just look at like Tatum. Tatum gets 9 or 8 assists. Like there's people that think there's a large discrepancy between Tatum and Anthony Edwards playmaking, but in reality, the Celtics just shoot better on the outside. So when Tatum driving kicks, he's gonna get better assist numbers. So I'll say like playmaking is inflated. That'll be my hot take, or one of my hot takes.
God, I mean that's if a lot of NBA Twitter heard Ant over Tatum as a playmaker, I feel like there would be a high percentage of people that would say, "Yo, is he serious? Is he crazy?"
I wouldn't say Ant is better, but they are damn near the exact same. I'm not gonna lie, and even like a Giannis who does the driving kick thing, and it's like, okay, but if Giannis, I don't think Giannis could make a better read than like who's some of the averages lower assists.
Like,
Yeah, like Shea. I think Shea makes better reads than Giannis personally, but Giannis will always average more assists. Well, Shea's a little bit of a weird thing because he actually does have shooters, but yeah, like it's just driving kick, and I feel like all this started with the Ben Taylor box creation stat. I hate that stat so much. I hate the box creation stat, but yeah.
Wow, that was a grill. When I first found box creation, I think somebody on TikTok told me about it. I thought that was the greatest ever stat. What do you like? What do you mean they could calculate how many points or good shots somebody generated? That I was in disbelief. But my hot take, I think that there's an NBA team out there, or more so, there's two NBA teams out there that if they get Ja Morant, they are currently not in any sort of talks. But if they were to acquire Ja Morant and keep their starting five intact, they would win a title or keep their core four intact. They would win the NBA title, and they're not currently in the top three.
Hold up, not top 3?
They're not top three in either conference. And if they got
Is
Ja
one
Morant,
Minnesota?
No, Minnesota's not one.
Hey, say the Mavs. Say the Mavs.
I can't. Okay, think. Hey, let me just name 5 players. Let me put 5 players out on the board for you guys. Just listen. Ja Morant at the 1, Drew Holiday at the 2, Marty Kamara at the 3, Danny Empty had the 4, Donovan Clingan at the 5.
That's a gimmick, bro. That's a gimmick.
Yeah.
That's a gimmick.
Okay, wait, low key, Michael, dude. Drew Holiday is already like 3rd in the league in like rim assists. Like low key, what are we bringing Ja Morant in here for?
Yeah.
Now
bro.
imagine if we had a dude like Drew Holiday in the corner. He's shooting 40% from 3, and if he attacks the closeout, you're done. You're cooked. We're insulating Ja. We're playing defense around Ja. Donovan Clingan, pick and roll, looking like. Wait, what's a player that Donovan Clingan could look like? Looking like we watch.
Oh my god.
I'm saying, and the other team that if they acquire Ja, I'm telling you, it's scary. It gets very, very.
So like Miami?
See, Miami's a weird team because they're starting big. They don't like to start Kelly Oubre, so that's like, I think Eric Spoelstra is a very interesting human being for doing that.
Yeah.
However, I do still think I have hope in my heart that the Ja and Giannis connection will go triple platinum. Think about it.
Like, oh my god. I'm just like imagining like a Ja and Giannis dual playoff meltdown. Like, yeah, Giannis is like 8 for 17 from the free throw line, but like no one cares because he has like 34, 10, and 8. And Ja's like for 8 from 3. And like things are just getting rough.
Wait. That's why I have AJ Green shooting 9 threes, 5 for 9. That's why I have Miles Turner shooting 5 for 8 from 3. Ryan Rollins shooting 3 for 6. I'm good. We don't need anything around Ja and Giannis. But that's my hot take. I think that Ja could extend those two teams in those conferences to a conference
To a
final.
chip is crazy.
At least conference final. Yo, I'm a high. I love Portland. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just
Portland is
thinking of-
great.
I'm just thinking of a team like Ja Morant. He's never, because Jaren Jackson Jr. is one of those guys that gets to live a reputation. Like, I think that's the worst award stretch in American sports history. Like, there was back-to-back depoys where it was Marcus Smart and Jaren Jackson Jr. Like, that is terrible.
Marcus Smart one is crazy. That's crazy.
Marcus Smart was a crazy depoy. I can't believe that's old. But it's up to you, Key. End us off. Finish us off. Whoa, wait. End us off.
I feel like mine isn't a hot take, but you asked for like ideology. It's just like I think people have gotten to the point to this isn't a hot take that like defense is all reputation based, which is kind of what you just like brought up too with Jaren. But like I think it's so variant year to year, and people just get to go under the radar for getting a lot worse. Like think about how many guys are just so much worse, like the turnover from year to year at defense. But people just say like they have a great wing defender, they have a great big defender. I just think it's so variant, and like
Yeah.
no one cares about defense enough to really check that shit.
Giannis is the poster boy for that right now. I think Giannis having a depoy at home means that he will never have. Like, wait, could you believe that Giannis has not gone a year without a depoy vote since he won that depoy?
That's crazy.
He's had
See,
depoy.
yeah, that's what I
He's
mean.
had depoy votes since he won that depoy. So that's definitely a big thing. A guy like Lou Dort, he's been food on defense this year, but nobody cares because he used to do flying knees to Luka. So that was fine.
Big Zoo.
Yeah, like, well, okay.
Big Zoo.
I still have hope. I'm holding out.
No, he's done. He's done. Hey, listen. If and this is why I have the Mavs hat on, right? Because like, hey, I'm Nico Harrison FC.
Wait, you have a
that's-
Mavs hat on?
Yeah,
Oh
this is
my
Mavs hat. Hey, Nico Harrison. Let's bring in Nico Harrison, right? Get rid of Lawrence Freak. We're gonna package Kawhi and Zubac in one deal, like, right? You can get. Hey, come on, who would deny that package? Zubac, defensive-minded, high-touch center, and you got Kawhi, the player that could have 5 rings if he was never injured, right? That's the narrative, right? So we're gonna package both of those people. We're gonna get like LaMelo, Brandon
Send him
Miller.
to Sacramento. Send him to Sacramento.
I can't do that one.
What would be hilarious to like, damn, can they get that package off to like a team like Miami? Can they actually send that to Miami? Because what I said was, yo, Zubac to OKC, sell them a lemon, make Sam Presti jump for iHeart, the Clippers first back, and like Case and Wallace. And as long as Sam Presti still believes that like Zubac could be like the top guy, you're good.
But
think
why
Zubac's
would they
PR is
trade
still
to
good.
iHeart right now?
Wait,
iHeart's been
Zubac-
like incredible.
Zubac is a better iHeart. Everything iHeart does, Zubac does better. In as long as you can sell them the gimmick, that's all you need. You just need to tell them, yo, wait, iHeart does floaters, Zubac does better floaters.
Wow.
iHeart is a short roll passer, Zubac rolls shorter. He passes.
Zubac beat out iHeart on the Clippers. iHeart got traded away. He couldn't take Zubac's job.
That's all you have to say.
I would sell high, and that starts with getting Nico Harrison, man. Like, hey, we gotta get a guy that wants to make moves. I'll do it, man.
This could be the year of selling high on like tons of dudes, or some guys not even selling high, just selling low on like old washed out. Like AD needs to go, LaMelo needs to go, Trey. You don't have to think Trey needs to go. I feel like I can't slander Trey that hard, but I wouldn't be like opposed to Trey going.
Oh
But there's so
my
many guys you could sell high on right now.
I'm thinking about this like, sell high on Jaylen Brown and get Bam.
That
Wait for Tatum to come back.
they should have said high on Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's averaging like 30 right now, as I expected. Jaylen Brown said high would be nice.
That would be.
They're not getting Bam though.
Yeah, I
Why
bet they could
wouldn't
get
they get
Bam.
They have Khalil Ware. They're good.
Why wouldn't they get Bam?
They have Khalil Ware. They're good. Those guys are cool. I don't know what other team they probably could sell. And he can't go to the Spurs unless the Spurs have like great picks or something. I don't know. I don't know what team he can go to, but sell high him. Who else could they do that with?
What, Jaylen Brown specifically?
No, not Jaylen Brown. Like other players that could get so high. Because Danny Ainge is a hilarious guy. Because he could have sold high on Laurie. He didn't. Then
Now he's high again.
yeah, Laurie became ass, and now he's back to being able to sell high. And still not going to sell high. So
Really?
I don't know what he's doing. He's asleep at the wheel. I think the rest of the NBA season, I can't wait. And tonight is gonna be some good NBA hoops. I think that there's a way.
Yeah, it's the cup today.
Oh, today's the cup.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do we play today?
the Clippers. Yeah, they put the Mavs today. That's
Hey, Mavs FC. I'm trying to tank, man. Hey, I'm a Mavs fan that wants OKC to win the ring. Hey, I'm no longer Clippers
But
FC.
your tank is purely to like fire the guys in the FO, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want Lawrence Frank
Bro,
gone.
Trade Zubac for your pick back, bro. Zubac is worse than Boozer. Let's go. That's fine. Get your pick back.
I'll take it.
Wait, I feel bad. We look-y did give no Magic love. We on back-to-back big wins.
Back. Okay. So wait.
We at least gotta do like 5 minutes.
All right.
We're always shit talking them, dude.
No, we're not. Wait, okay, because the reason why I didn't want to say anything about the Magic is because I already saw Paulo lose all his rep. They were like somebody was like, "Yo, the Magic's biggest win all season was when Paulo got hurt." So
Okay.
I couldn't I was done with that. I couldn't see that. But we did whoop on the Knicks. Wendell Carter looked.
We also Desmond Bain game winner. That was cinema.
That was so fake, bro. Oh my god.
Yo,
Like,
That was
not
so
calling
fake.
it fake. It's just
career 40% 3-point shooter fake game winner. What are you talking?
like Adam
No.
Silver turned on the magnets for everybody that day. It was like
That was one of the best days I've watched in a minute.
yeah, no, it was probably the best NBA day that wasn't a playoff day.
Pistons
Yeah.
game tied too.
Yeah, Monday was crazy. Hawks,
That was
Clippers, Heat, Cavs in OT, Spurs, Bulls, and Bucks, Mavs, and Pistons, Wizards in OT with Cade missing the most shots ever.
Yeah, that was a
Damn.
very Cade being allowed to shoot 45 shots and not score 50 points. That is the biggest example of having good PR ever. There's no other player in the league who do that.
I low-key can't fault him though. He was playing with me, you, and Shiesty, bro.
No. Denise Jenkins was low key going off. Like Denise
He
Jenkins,
did hit a
Oh yeah, I
game
saw your
tire.
tweet about him. He's like okay. I think he's getting a little too much praise. His shot selection's kind of ass.
Yeah, and that's all true. But I've never in my life seen a guard who could score a lot of points and put pressure on the rim and not have anybody like close out hard on him because he just doesn't shoot. Like not that he can't shoot because he can, but he doesn't shoot. So I don't know how people are allowing him to get paint touches. Like I
Wait,
would sit on the elbow against him.
I do want to know because I remember this is probably like, I guess my oldest Magic take. Well, it's not really a take on Magic; it's a take on Paulo. I remember we were talking, and you were running like the Paulo's like LeBron prototype gimmick and all that, and I was saying like, hey, he's not LeBron, but I have a perfect play from Paulo, right?
Let's hear it.
I said he's Nuggets Carmelo Anthony. And listen, like hear me out before you get all riled up. I think he's Nuggets Carmelo Anthony
That's not a bad take.
with a little bit more defensive upside. And I remember I said that you were like shrugging it off like what how do you feel about that now? A couple of games in the season, we know he's averaging, we know his splits.
Nuggets Carmelo is a good take, but the only problem I would ever have with that take is that Nuggets Carmelo, if you watch him shoot a wide open three, you're like, yo, that's going in. Like, Paulo still has not earned my faith in his jump shot to the point where it's like, okay, we could actually run plays for you to shoot threes off the ball. And Paulo still feels like an on-ball driver and scorer. And it's also, Melo used to draw fouls, but I think Paulo is like a next level foul drawer nowadays. Like he actually makes people foul him, and that might be his path to being a superstar. Like having like a Jimmy Butler type of free throw rate where he just gets 12 calls a game, and you just have to respect him whenever he has the ball. It's that, or he becomes a god tier playmaker, which I know it's not gonna happen. So I'm not even worried about that.
And I also had another take. I did say Franz Wagner was better than Paulo, in my opinion. I did say that.
I mean, Key probably thinks that as well. I mean,
I've been saying that for more than a
Wait,
summer.
whoa. Wait, what? Wait, this is crazy capping. You're actually capping. I told you before the season I think Paulo would finish the season better than Franz, and you said hell no. You're the last Paulo truther. What is this?
I had to try and get a gimmick off.
Okay,
I
wow.
had to
Thank God. Nah, you got me, bro. Like that would have been crazy.
Franz FC's winning the war right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Ronda's
Wait, this year Paulo FC is up. Solo Paulo's plus 7.5 net, and Franz is minus 0.5.
well, Franz just like hung 20-9 on the Knicks.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was watching like a All NBA player.
Yeah, he's tough.
With all
That bro, Franz lost his PR in like that one playoff game where like he just
Oh, where
transformed
he shot like
bodies with
1
me.
of 10.
Yeah, like he lost PR from that.
It was a.
Are you sure it wasn't 1 of 10?
I think
Or
it
was it 1 of 10 from 3?
I don't know. It was like Martin Luther King Day that he shot.
It
He
was
like,
whew. No, and
Yeah.
it's funny because like he literally was a good shooter, but like after that playoff series, I think he just like became a bad shooter, or it was like in that playoff series. But he's made 3-point shots this season, so I mean that's good to see.
If Franz keeps his 3-point jumper, like how he used to have it in his rookie season, the ceiling is limitless. I mean, there's anything can happen. Wow, I'm inspired. We're 6-6. Season starts today. Hey, 76-6.
And we get to farm a win against Brooklyn tonight.
Oh, there's no such thing as farming win. Well, Franz might actually be really good today, but there's no such thing as farming wins. Like
Dude.
I
Igor
think
Denim is coming.
that's
coming,
actually
man.
a giveaway. Key, you know that's actually like no choice.
He loves Jaguar.
Hey,
Like, Igor Denim. I've never seen that before because like it's like 6'8". I wanted to say 6'8" James Harden, but like his handle's weak.
he's not a 6 feet James.
All he does is shoot step back threes. Step back threes, pass with both hands. Cool. I love it. Communist Harden. I love it.
Did you see his quote that he was like upset that he's in New York because back in Utah people wanted to get food with him and go bowling, and now people here want to go clubbing?
You cannot be like that.
He's
in the NBA.
disciplined.
He's so sweet. He's so
disciplined.
sweet. Bro. Made me
People call
sad.
him the worst draft pick of all time, man. Like, I gotta get my boy Jaeger Dan, bro. He's gonna show out, bro. He's gonna show out.
I don't think he's like the worst draft pick of all time. It's also like unfair because it's like he has nothing to do with that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I heard on some podcast. What was it, bro? It was like how someone's career. It was how like Derek Queen's career, no matter how good he is, will always be viewed through the lens of how good the Pelicans pick is this year, which is just like unfair to him. That's like the same thing as Jaguar.
Yeah.
I'm that's happened with a lot of these trades because I feel the same way about Desmond Bain. No matter how good Desmond Bain is, if the Phoenix Suns decided to start tanking in December,
Yeah.
that turns into AJ Dybonsa, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer. I'll be heated. Desmond Bain can average 25. I don't care. I wanted that third young star besides my two young stars. But
Wait. Speaking of those 3 draft prospects, real quick though, rank them real quick.
right, Boozer, Peterson, Dybonsa. You are gonna gimmick about AJ Dybonsa.
God.
I don't even wanna hear it.
Bro,
That's not true. What,
AJ Davansa is the best player in the draft, man. He is the best player in the draft. Like,
I can't take that serious. That's not true. Wait, okay, so you mean to tell me AJ Dybonsa is 6'9" or 6'8"? He can't get steals. Okay, cool. He doesn't get blocks. All right, and he doesn't shoot threes. So what does he do? Wait, you're a 6'9" Jalen
I'm with the
Brown.
AP. Spent 200K. That's on me to frost. Rainbow.
Rainbow
Days.
Face.
No, I'm good. I'm cool. Doesn't shoot
Hey.
threes. 6'9" Jalen Brown. Wait, guess his free throw percentage.
64.
62.
Oh, 61.5. All right.
Okay.
So I'm 6'9" Jalen Brown. No.
Mind you, okay, he's only played 3 games, and what he brings poise, man. Like, AJ Davansa, like, I can see him being like, and I guess like this player isn't like top 20 or anything, so like it may sound like I'm underrating him, but he can be like the ultimate Pascal Siakam. Like, and like I like Pascal Siakam, but I think Pascal Siakam's like a few tools away from like being top 20. Like, I'm just thinking like an ultimate Pascal Siakam. I think that's the best player in the draft.
Ultimate. Wait. Okay. So imagine Kevin Love with defense. Real defense. I'm calling him top 15. Kevin Love with real defense. I can outlet pass.
Prime Kevin
and score
Love.
on my own. Or I guess Darren Peterson, Kobe. They want to call him Kobe, so
Yeah,
I'm not buying that.
Yeah, like come on, man. It's
Nah, that would be hilarious though. If Darren Peterson came in year 1 and he was like better than Shea, I would chuckle. I would seriously laugh. I'd say, okay, basketball is fake.
What do you think, Key?
I told Mike I haven't watched them, and I'm watching them January when school's off. My guess is it will be DP, Boozer, Dabansa for me, but low key, like from what I've seen from AJ, I feel like I'll like him close to as much as you. I just think I like athletic wings, bro. Like that's the future right there. That's actually the future. All we have to do is unlock a defensive ceiling, and like we're good.
I'm good, man. I don't read that guy, bro. He's missed.
Dude, wings are actually the future. If you get 2 like legit wings that can attack closeouts and play defense, you're actually golden, bro.
That's
I agree.
like you would think that, but then like you start to get too deep into the I Love Wings gimmick, and then you end up with like a Men Thompson as your point guard, and it's like,
Yeah.
No,
but that no, that's great. But what I'm saying is like you get AJ DeBansa, and he has a good rookie season, and you're like, wait, he can low-key dribble the ball. Let me put up the point guard. And then your team is screwed. Like you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. But yeah,
Member of Amin Thompson FC, by the way.
I'm a member. Wait, he gets me 2 stocks a game, and he's like a nice transition passer. He runs
He's-
really fast, jumps really high. But no, I'm done with him at point guard. Wait, like
Can't score
I-
in half court.
he can't. He needs this. Like he needs something from behind the arc. Wait, if he takes a 360 step back 3 and makes it 10% of the time, I'm good with that.
what?
That's all I want something from behind the arc. I can't keep doing this catch and shoot, cut from the wing gimmick. No, I'm done. I'm good.
Dude, low key, the third Thompson twin, Steph Castles, he's gotten too underrated. He's good. He's actually legit. No, Castle's actually good. He can't shoot and he turns the ball over, but turnovers I'm just not gonna fault someone for in year 2 when like you're suddenly a point guard. Because like he probably shouldn't be a point guard, but some of the passing I've been seeing recently is actually high level stuff. Like really high level stuff. He's actually good.
I wouldn't mind you saying that he's good, but Shiesty and I mean, I think I told you about this the other day. Our stat is tops.
Tops.
Turnovers and fouls.
I mentioned the TCP.
Wait,
if-
Toffs?
TOPFS.
Yeah.
You could call it tops
Okay.
if you want to.
Okay.
If you and then TTP is like your
True top percentage.
Yeah, your true top percent. So like relative your tops over your divided by your assists. If that's under 1, you're bad. You had a bad game, right? Stephon Castle, like, bro, how can you have 4 turnovers and 4 personal fouls every game? Like, you can't do that. That's not. That's
Okay.
that's against every rule.
Yeah.
Not do that.
It's one of the most negative things you can do on the basketball court. You turn the ball over.
Yeah. Well, Mike was
Foul.
saying last episode he wished there was a stat for turnovers plus fouls, so I guess he made one.
Yeah.
I wish that was like a recognized that. We've been talking about this, but I was trying to like soft launch it inside of the Kia Boys podcast.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fair. But like, Steph Castle's still a good defender, and he'll take on the best player on the other team.
Yeah, no.
At the end of the
Steph
day.
Castle, like he's a likable player. It's just that sometimes you do need to not let guys be themselves. Like you can't let Castle be Castle. You can't let Russ be Russ. Let Fox bring the ball up. Castle, you could do your thing like in the third quarter when we're already up 20.
But then
don't
you go
do it.
down the Cade developmental path, and then you're at like 9 assists and 2 turnovers in year 4.
Yeah.
And that's not for everybody. And that's the thing.
I like Castle too. I just want him to shoot. Like he can shoot short middies. He can get
Yeah,
to the
no,
rim.
23% is crazy.
Yeah,
That's like
it's-
bad.
Damn, you gotta give him 30%.
One more thing. Wait, so Shiesty, how do you feel about Dylan Harper taking Kawhi's number 2 in San Antonio?
Wait, repeat that.
How do you feel about Dylan Harper taking Kawhi's number 2 in San Antonio? You know, like how does that make you feel?
Nah, yeah, I do remember I was pretty mad about that to start the season. I remember I said he was on my hate watch. Unfortunately, apparently he's like better than De'Aaron Fox. So hey, big ups to you. But yeah, I can't really hate watch him because he's taking De'Aaron Fox's job. He's playing pretty good. I mean, I'd actually argue he's better than anyone on the Clippers not named Harden right now. He was just early. He wasn't wrong, man. Take Kawhi's number. Kawhi doesn't play, so that's not his number.
Wait, so were you a Kawhi fan that followed him to LA?
I've always been a Kawhi fan, but I've also always been a Clippers fan since Lob City. Lob
Okay.
City days.
That's valid.
So it's like, yeah. But, I mean, that's not his number. I'm not going to lie.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Kia Boys podcast. Some nice content with our guest Shiesty. And another day, the Paulo Banchero episode, man. So
I can't believe he got hurt on the episode, man.
I can't. I'm not rooting for a loss, but I want a close win. I want us to look worse without Paulo. That's all I want.
Wait, no, I'm actually with you.
That's a crazy gimmick.
I'm actually with you.
I just want us to look.
Dude, he's dead ass good. Like this year, he's dead ass a good player.
He's actually good pre-injury. Then he's gonna gimmick after injury and shoot 39% on mid ranges, and then people are gonna call
injury could be bad.
Nah, Paulo's selling my fantasy, so I gotta hate watching, bro. He's on my team, bro. He's out. I need you back, bro.
I think it'll
need
be
you
like
back.
2 weeks, but those things suck, dude. I've strained my groin. That thing's been here for like 2 years now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, we saw how it cooked LeBron.
As long as he doesn't get a back injury like Ben Simmons, we're good. That's it.
Yeah, it shouldn't hinder him like the oblique. Like you can play through it, and also if he recovers from it like early, then he's straight.
Yeah, man. Well, once again, my name's Michael. And
I'm Keaton.
My name's Shiesty.
And that's episode 5 of the Kia Boys podcast in the books, man. All right.